So children, in the last class we have discussed about the one of the sorting technique, that is selection sort. So over there what we have did, that we have to compare, we have to pick up the number from the zeroth index and we have to compare it with the other all the other numbers in the array. So suppose if we are ascending, we are ordering them in an ascending order. That does means that the smallest element will be on the left hand side and the largest element will be on the right hand side. So what we have did is that on the zeroth index we have taken a value, okay, and that value is compared with the values on the different index numbers in the array. If you have found a smaller number, you have just replaced that number or you have swapped that number. Okay, so this kind of technique was used. Over here we will be discussing about the other sorting technique, that is known as the bubble sort. So in this video what we will be doing, that in the video we will be first discussing about how we can implement the process, how the process goes on, and then we will be coming back to one of the function written for the bubble sort. On the board you can see it. So first we will be discussing about the basic thing of the bubble sort. Okay, so in general bubble sort is applied by comparing adjoining values and exchanging them if they are not in proper order. Okay, over here the example that we have taken, in this example what we have did, that we are sorting the elements in the ascending order. So in case of ascending order, this is the obvious thing that on the left hand side, the very left hand side, you will be having the smallest number and the largest number will be placed on the right hand side. Okay, so let's see, this is our example: 65, 47, 70, 9, 37, 72, 45 and 70. So in this example, we will be starting it from 0th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these indexes we have written. Now the definition says that you have to compare adjoining values. So adjoining values are these two values, like 65 and 47 are the adjoining values. In the same way 47 and 70 are adjoining values. In the same way 70 and 9 are adjoining values. So whatever value is next to the other value, that these values are known as the adjoining values. Now when we will start from the bubble sort operation, so what we will be happening, we will be doing that we will be comparing 65 with 47. Okay, and because we are arranging them in an ascending order, that does mean that if a number is smaller, it will be placed on the left hand side. Now we are comparing 65 with 47. Okay, so when you will compare for the thing, that if 65 is greater than 47, okay, so 65 is greater than 47, this condition will be right. Now when the condition will be right, what you will be doing, that you will be swapping the two numbers. Okay, that means this 47 will be transferred or it will be exchanged on the 0th index, and this value on the 0th index 65 will be placed in the first index value. So after swapping, the array will be like this: 47, 65, 79, 37, 72, 45 and 7. Only these two values will change, other will remain as it is. Now once you have compared the first two values and you have swapped it because the number is greater than the other number on the adjoining value, let's apply it on the next numbers. Okay, so we have applied it on 65 and 47. Now after changing or after swapping, we have this array. So now we will be comparing 65 with 70 over here. See this 65 value with 70 over here. So the condition is false over here because 65 is never greater than 70. So in this case, no swapping will occur. See, swapping will only occur whenever you will find a larger value on the left hand side and smaller value on the right hand side. And because we are arranging them in the ascending order, That means that we have to take the smallest value on the left hand side and the larger value on the right hand side. So over here in this step, the swapping has not occurred. This is only because 65 is never greater than 70. Now after this, in the next step, what will happen? In the next step, you will be comparing the other two numbers, that is 70 and 9. So when you will compare this 70 greater than 9, in this case 70 greater than 9, again the condition will be true over here, and whenever the condition will be true, you will be swapping the number. So 9 will be placed over here and 70 will be placed over here. So this will be the next, after swapping, this will be the next step over here. Okay. Now in this next step, you can see that after we have swapped, next two numbers will be compared. 70 and 37 will be compared. Now again you will see that 70 is greater than 37. So in this case again you will be swapping the two numbers and the array will be converted in this way. 47, 65, 9, 37 and 70. Now after this, again 70 and 72 are compared, and when 70 and 72 are compared, you will see that 70 is never greater than 72. This condition will be false over here. Condition will be false, that means no swapping will occur over here. So the array will come as it is. Now after this, you will be comparing 72 and 45 over here, and you will find that 72 is greater than 45. 72 is greater than 45. This condition is right over here. So when the condition will be right, you will be again swapping the number. So 45 will be placed over here and 72 will be placed over here. Now in the next step, you can see that now we will be comparing 72 and 17. So when you will compare 72 and 17, in this case again the swapping will occur because 72 is always greater than 70. So what will happen? The swapping will occur and the array will be like this over here. Okay, so this is the proper ascending order, and this is when one of the element is placed. In the similar way, you will be placing the other elements now. Okay, again you will be following the same process, and you will be repeating the thing again and again to sort the whole arrays. Okay, now coming over to the function that we have. In this function, you can see that in the function we have passed the array, that is num over here. Okay, and after this we have taken this flag variable or flag boolean variable as a start and end of the what? The concept. Okay, so these concepts are not much important. Just we have to do what? We have to just focus on the thing, that is the for loop over here. In the for loop, you can see that we are starting it from j is equal to 0 because we are starting it from 0th index, and we are taking the condition as j less than num dot length minus 1. That means what? As I have told you, that length will define the number of elements, and if we need to run the array from 0th index, what we need to do, that we need to negate, or we have to do -1 from the num dot length. This will be done. This is only because the value or the indexing of value starts with 0, but in case of length it is just counting the element, so 0 will not be there. Now after this, you are comparing the values. If num of j, that means num of the first time loop is running, j is equal to 0, and over here the condition will be checked for 0 less than 7. Otherwise, the value of num dot length is 8 over here, but over here what we are doing, num dot length minus 1, so 8 minus 1 will be 7 over here. This condition will be true over here. In this case, inside this for loop we are having this if, okay, and in if num of 0 is greater than num of 1 will be compared. So element at the 0th index and element at the first index will be compared. So like in this case, what you can see that 65 is greater than 47. So 65 is greater than 47. In this case, the swapping will occur over here. And in the swapping process, what you do that you just take a variable by the name temp, and in that you will first put the value on the 0th index over here. And then what you will be doing on the 0th index or on the num of j, you will be putting the value for j plus 1. And finally in the j plus 1, you will be putting the value for temp. Okay, so this is the whole process through which you will be implementing the process of bubble sort. So with this we come to the end of the two sorting techniques that we need to be discussed. So that's it in this video.